If you're getting married or if you know someone getting married, I need you to hear this before your wedding day. The morning after your wedding, before you look at a single photo, video, before you open Instagram, before you check what your guest posted, record a voice memo. Just talk. Walk through the whole day. Every moment you remember, every conversation, every feeling, every little thing that made the day yours. Because once you start looking at photos and videos, those images can start shaping the memory. But that voice memo, that is the day as you lived it from the moment you woke up the next day. Hey, I'm Steve Barnett, and I'm a Pennsylvania wedding photographer. I photograph weddings throughout central Pennsylvania, including places like Harrisburg, Hershey, Lancaster, York, Gettysburg, and the general surrounding areas. Today, I want to talk about one of the best wedding memory tips I've heard in a long time. It's this: the morning after your wedding, before you look at any photos, videos, anything, record a voice memo. I love this idea so much because wedding days move so fast. I know I say that a lot, but it's true. You spend months planning, sometimes more than a year. You think through the venue, the dress, the timeline, and somehow all the tiny decisions in between. And then the wedding day finally arrives. And somehow it feels like the whole thing happens in 15 minutes. The morning starts, hair and makeup, people arrive, details are photographed, you get dressed, the ceremony starts, you say your vows, you guys kiss, right? You take the family photos, if not beforehand. You go into general portraiture, cocktail hour, reception, dinner, speeches, dances, cake, the dance floor, hugs, and then goodbyes. And suddenly the night's over. It's beautiful, but it's fast. And the next morning, your brain is still trying to catch up. You may wake up excited. You may wake up tired, maybe emotional, maybe a little stunned. Maybe your feet still hurt. Maybe your voice is gone. Maybe you still have hairspray in places hairspray was never meant to be. Perhaps you're lying there thinking, did that actually happen? That is the perfect time to record the voice memo. Before the photos, before the videos, before the text, before the Instagram, before you see the day from everyone else's angle, record the day from yours. Just open your phone and hit record and start talking. It doesn't have to be polished. It doesn't have to be cute. It does not need to sound like a podcast. This is not for content. This is for you. Start with the morning. What do you remember when you woke up? Were you nervous? Calm? Were you excited? Did you get any sleep? Did someone text you? Did someone make you laugh that morning? What did the getting ready room feel like? Who was in there with you? Was there music playing as you got ready? What was the first moment when it really hit you? Then move through the day. What did it feel like putting on your dress or suit? Who helped you? What did your mom say? What did your friends do? Was there a moment that made everyone laugh? Was there a quiet moment that surprised you? Did you read a letter? Did you open any gifts? Did you take a breath before the ceremony? Talk about all of it. Then talk about the ceremony. What did you feel before walking down the aisle or waiting at the front? What did you see? What did your partner's face look like? What did the room or the space feel like? Did you hear the music playing? Did you notice your guests? Did anything funny happen? Did your vows feel different than you expected? Did you cry? Did they cry? Did no one cry but you still loved it? All valid. Then talk about the moments after the ceremony, the hugs, the cheers, those family photos, the little comments people made, the way your partner looked at you, the way it felt to finally be married. Talk about the reception. What did the room look like when you walked in? Who gave the best speech? Who surprised you on the dance floor? What song made everyone lose their minds? What food did you actually get to eat? Who pulled you aside? Who hugged you for the longest? What moment made you laugh? What moments made you emotional? Was there something you did not expect that happened? Talk about the tiny things too, because those are all the things that disappear first. The joke someone made in the hallway, the way your veil moved, the smell of the flowers, your partner squeezing your hand, your grandmother's face, your best friend's laugh, the way the room sounded, the little kid on the dance floor, the person who said something sweet when you did not expect it, the moment you looked around and thought, these people are here for us. That is the stuff that matters, and here's why I think this tip works so well. Photos show you what the day looked like. Videos show you how parts of the day moved and sounded, but your voice memo captures what the day felt like from inside your own body, your memory, your words, your emotion, your version of the day before anyone else's photos or videos start to influence it, because that happens. You see a guest photo and suddenly that becomes how you remember the moment. You see a video clip and suddenly that angle becomes the memory. You see someone's Instagram story and it starts replacing what you felt with what they captured. Doesn't mean that photos and videos are bad. I mean, I am a photographer, but I deeply believe in preserving the day visually. There is something powerful about recording your own memory before you consume anyone else's version of it. That voice memo becomes a time capsule. It doesn't have to be perfect or edited or filtered, just honest. And imagine 3 months, 6 months, a year, listening to it later on your first anniversary, 5 years later, 10 years later. Maybe you listen to it with your spouse. Maybe you listen to it while you look through your wedding album. Maybe while your kids roll their eyes because you're crying again. You get to hear yourself right after the wedding, still close to the feeling, still inside the joy, still remembering the little things before they all blur together. That's priceless. Now, if you want to make this even easier, here's what I would do. Before the wedding, set a reminder in your phone. Call it something like record wedding memory voice memo. Set it for the morning after the wedding, because I know sometimes if you don't remind yourself, you may forget. Guilty as charged. The morning after a wedding can be a blur too. You might be packing, you could be traveling, cleaning up. You might be going to brunch with the girls, returning things, opening cards, trying to find your shoes. So set the reminder before the wedding. Second, tell your partner. Maybe you want to do separate voice memos. Maybe you want to do one together. Maybe one of you records first and the other adds thoughts later. There is no wrong way. A solo voice memo can be really special because it captures your exact perspective, but a shared voice memo can be hilarious and emotional because you start reminding each other of things. You can do both if you want. Third, definitely do it before scrolling. I know it's hard. You're going to be curious. People will have posted. Friends may have texted photos. You may want to see everything immediately, but give yourself this one gift first. Before the scroll, record. Even 10 minutes is better than nothing. Fourth, don't worry about making it organized. You can jump around, you can ramble, you can repeat yourself, you can cry during it, you can laugh, you can say things like, I don't even know where to start. That's fine. That's not, this isn't being graded. This isn't a public speech. This is a memory. Fifth, save it somewhere safe. Do not let it only live in your phone like a fragile little digital hostage. Back it up, send it to yourself, save it in a folder, send it to put it in Gmail, put it somewhere with your wedding photos, your vows, or your wedding album files. Because if this voice memo becomes as special as I think it might, you will want to keep it. And honestly, this is the kind of thing I love recommending because it fits with how I think about weddings. Your wedding day is not just about content, it's not just about pretty photos, it's not just about the schedule, it's not just about the reception. It's a day you're supposed to live, to feel, to remember. And yes, I definitely want you to have those beautiful photos. I want you to have images that let you see the day again. But I also want you to have ways to remember what it felt like to be there. That's why I talk about quiet moments. That's why I talk about being present and building breathing room into the timeline. This is why I love this voice memo idea so much, because it gives you something no one else can create for you, your own memory in your own voice before the rest of the world touches it. So if you're planning your wedding, save this idea. The morning after your wedding, before you look at photos, before you watch a video, before you open Instagram, record this voice memo. Tell the story of the day as you remember it. The funny parts, the emotional parts, the tiny details, the things people said, the moments you never want to forget. Your future self will be so grateful that you did. Thank you. So, if you're planning a wedding in PA and you want a photographer who cares more about the day than just pretty pictures, I'd love to talk with you. My goal is to help you feel comfortable, prepared, and present throughout your entire wedding day so you don't have just the photos of the day, but you can actually remember what it felt like. Head to my website, send me an inquiry, call me, beat me if you want to book me, and tell me what you're planning.